All right, it looks like I'm live. That took a little doing. Kept saying my camera was in use, which is odd because I had my laptop in the other room and the camera was not plugged into it at all until about 15 minutes before I tried to go live. Hi, Rebecca. How you doing? Let me get over to YouTube so I can see things, how you guys see things. I started harvesting while I was waiting. I'm sorry. Because it kept, it was just staying stuff. And finally, I was ready to beat it with a stick, and it worked. It was a little frustrating. I hope you've had a good week. I have had a productive but exhausting week. I have to tell you. Super, super exhausting. But good things are happening in terms of getting things done for me. So there is that. I'm looking at the tiny pictures to see if I need any of these. But I don't. Okay, so let us mute live and do live chats. Come on. Here we go. Live chat. Woohoo! Hey, Carla and Leslie. Hello again, Rebecca. I'm not avoiding you and I'm not depressed. I reached a point where I could finish a bunch of things. So I opted to spend most of this week in the spare room putting together kits that I owe Patreon members, and so anything owed to a current or former Patreon. I can't say every past due thing, but every past due thing that's not currently in water, in dye, in the garage has been mailed out. I sent out 15 or 7. So Carla, you have one coming. Rebecca, I didn't bring my brain in here with me. I think you have 2 boxes, hon. And Leslie has 2 boxes coming. It was a shit show from the get-go. Oh, I'm glad you guys like coming here, that you feel that it's a community. I am striving hard to make it feel that way. And I appreciate it when you guys give me positive feedback. Well, any feedback, really, even if it's not, all constructive criticism is good, is what I'm saying. Rebecca, did you order the part of my crafting tribe? The apple green. Were you the person that ordered apple green? I think you asked me about it earlier this week. If it was you, I put in some extra things into the kit, some extra 24-pound paper and stuff like that, because it skewed a little yellow, which is awesome. I think it looks great, but I wanted to make sure you could get enough usable pieces out of it, so I put in some extra. Dead Risings. I think we want all these words. We don't necessarily need to use them together. So for some of you, those boxes include sale items from the last sale. or Etsy orders. If you ordered from Etsy during the last sale, that'll be in your box. That may be why you have 2 boxes. Or I just ordered you, or I owed you quite a bit of stuff. So Carla, I still owe you, I think four things, 4 packs, and they're coming up because I thought you would enjoy rather than trying to backfill with stuff I already have. I figured you wouldn't mind waiting and getting some of the. It'll be just like Christmas. Well, hopefully it'll help you guys finish some of your projects. Yeah, this is a gaming magazine, and I like this for my creepy stuff. And I'm also low-key working on collecting stuff for a collage for Ares, the god of war. So this is a good place to find images if you just like general creep and ooh, zombie. I would just want that part of it right there. Yeah, yes. You don't need the whole thing. But that's a pretty good zombie right there. Yes, I owe a collage. I made one a long time ago, and the guy I was seeing at the time got mad at me about something, and he ripped it into little pieces, and I was really happy with the collage. Yes, he is. You are correct, and I've been owing this collage for a while. I've collected up some really good stuff, but there's a couple of key items that I'm kind of looking for. So, I don't want to start until I found those key pieces. I will tell you that I did not invite this into my life. It was a demand. And having Aries in your life is chaotic. Thankfully, the collage is all that's left of the demand. And I would like to get that done. I think I'm actually going to do it on a canvas. I might do it on a poster board, something that I can store easily but can be displayed if I want to. Resident Evil Biohazard, that's always, look at zombie mouth. Love it. We're going to keep the name because we've got evil and biohazard in there. And those words could come in handy. Of course you may. I am not an open book, but I try to, I don't have many secrets, let's just face it. I'm a heart on my sleeve kind of person. Oh, I don't like that. Nope, nope, nope. That's good for the din of war, though. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to have to cut the edges off or something. How was the dead baby scavenger? Oh my gosh. Okay, so do you guys want to know what the dead baby thing is about? I assume you saw it on my my Instagram. Uh-oh. I think I might have been putting... Oh, no, I didn't. I thought for a second I was putting the trash in the trash pile and the stuff I wanted to keep in the trash pile. That was not the case. I had a moment. So, if you guys don't know about the dead, I posted to Instagram. I've had this idea for a long time, but since Brooke did her original creepy baby book, like, I'm not necessarily making a creepy baby book, but if you hold on, I have 2 things going on with creepy babies, with creepy dead baby dolls, and Mike has played along very, very nicely with me. to help make this happen. I think I might need 2 more baby heads. And I'm sorry, but I'm tired, so there's going to be grunting and stuff. It's not a secret. I just didn't want somebody to say it was their idea before I could get far enough along with it. So you guys know I'm making the haunted birdhouse. So the baby head will go over there. But this was kind of my idea. I want to, and I could be, you may find this disturbing, and I apologize if you do. I'm thinking of mounting, and this sounds bad, thinking of mounting the birdhouse to the baby, to the bottom half of the baby, which we vivisected. Mike expertly did that after I removed the legs and not the legs, but the arms and the head. We tossed the torso. So, I'm not all the way in the screen. I'm sorry. So it's the bottom half of the baby, you know. And I want to have it in a seated position. So now you've seen that. So I want to put that so that the birdhouse will be on there. And obviously, you know, it's going to be glued. So, and we may put some sand or something in the bottom of that to weight it. Okay, so you get the idea. And then I thought, wouldn't it be cool? I've asked Mike, I just need to find some painter's masking paper. I want to have some holes. He's going to drill me some holes in here so we can pop the arms in so they'll be able to move a little bit. And they'll still have to be kind of in the middle because of where this goes. We don't want to screw up like the structure of the birdhouse doing this. We just want to add in. So I'll put it as close as I can. But that way I thought maybe if we could move the arms a little bit. And then I'm not putting the baby head on here. So it goes this way. So you have the little fat baby arms. And it is these are the arms from this doll. And then I thought a googly eye here. And then I don't know what we're doing up here yet. I haven't got that far. I thought we would paint it and creepify it and put some moss on it. And it'll be our haunted, creepy baby birdhouse. Ooh, cool. I think Brooke started a movement, sort of. I think she finished her creepy. I need to take I have to use the heat tool. Yeah, to weight it down, some rocks, or I don't know. We might put some. We don't really have any concrete. I'm sure we come up with something. He does have his little modesty diaper on, you know. Yes, Island of the Dolls meets a birdhouse. So, and then just a good size googly eye here. If I can hinge it to make a door, all the better. I thought we might try and do some little fangs where the perches are. And then we might put a little fun fur on top, you know. We'll see. But I thought we would do this live. If you guys would like, I could do this as a live thing, you know. I'll work on it over a couple of weeks. Because once he puts the holes in, then it's just painting and decorating and, you know. But yeah, it'll have to be weighted so that the birdhouse doesn't. Because I want the legs to stick out like that. So where you can see them. Because if I put it where it's going to balance, you can't actually see the legs. Let's see what that looks like when it catches up, because I'm not live on my own live. Yeah, see, I can see it face on view. But I'll ask Mike. He may have some like Quikrete or something, or they might have some. I guess you could fill it with sand, because once it's glued on, it should be pretty permanent. But I like the idea of having kind of the baby feet at the front. And this is all working up to the Baba Yaga house I really want to make. These are test runs kind of for me. For one, to see how creepy it's going to be. I didn't know how much, if you guys would approve or not. You know, I don't want to totally creep anybody out. And this is the head that goes with that baby. So let me show you what my plan for that kind of is. I don't know if it's going to go on the book that I'm going to show you, but this was kind of the idea. But you know, I don't like to do the cover of a book until it's out. So this is the one I'm making for this year, because we filled the other one and I still haven't got very far in it. I think these are now trimmed to that. I had to trim them a little bit to make them fit. Nope, I didn't trim these. So these need to be trimmed up a little bit. They're too tall. So I'm going to cut the neck pieces off, obviously. And we're going to trim down the sides a little bit. I want them to lay as flat as possible. And I wanted, so this baby, look, she has openy eyes. To add an extra layer of creep. This one has a little fat baby face. And I think I want to get a couple of, you know, because you have to do it in odd numbers to really, so the neck pieces won't be here. And those are easy enough to. Mike's surgery's off the faces for me. But the idea is to get them to lay as flat as possible. So there'll be a little trimming involved. But we might get a couple more small ones. Or one more larger one. And just kind of, you know. But it would be when the book's all done. Because this will make it really hard to work in the book, you know. Plaster of Paris and sand mixed with some silicone. Or spackle. And obviously we're going to creepify them. We're going to grunge them up. I am looking for suggestions. I've never really worked with baby dolls before. But I got in a mood. It all started with the dollhouse or the birdhouse. And I've been toying with the idea. I'm worried though that if I make this cover, then I'm committed to making a creepy baby book. Not a la Brooke though, because I would have to put my own spin on it. And if you're wondering about the marker, you know, that comes off with some rubbing alcohol. It just takes a little bit of work. So yeah, so slowly working the faces just a little bit flatter so that there's not this big dip here. But yeah, so we would grunge up the faces. They're already pretty creepy. I mean, look at that. That baby's eyes are just creepy, and the whole. Is this too far for you guys? I don't want to lose anybody to they're like that, and that was too far for me. Now this one won't lay as flat as some of the others. Like we can't go, because she's got the openy eyes. We can't go too far beyond that, but I can get it to like just trimming a little bit of that. Because this one's already pretty flat. So I just want to get it a little bit flatter than it is. So I don't have this little, that thing. Or if I do, it's covered up by the head, you know. Yeah, I'm thinking that copious amounts of that. And then we'll kind of fill it in. I'm not thinking like the moss we used on the haunted house last year for the graveyard, but the other kind of moss that looks like the moss you find on rocks in the woods. Carla. Well, I'm glad you guys aren't like, oh my God, this is too far. I was worried about it a little bit. I gotta be honest. Get a pile of creepy baby faces. And I'm in love with the idea of the haunted birdhouse, you know. We were toying around with the idea, and Els and I kind of spitballed and creepy, and using a baby body was what we came up with. And Mike, gleefully played along as our baby decapitator. So yeah, so if we do that cover, if that's our plan, then we may be committed to making some kind of creepy baby book for however long that takes. And of course, we would credit Brooke with the original founding idea of, I know lots of people have done creepy baby stuff, but she's the first one I saw, like, put it into a kind of a series and make a whole thing out of it. So I'm not looking to recreate what Brooke's already done. Okay, that would be good for Artemis, I think. I'm going to take that. So that's what I've been up to. We went to the Deseret Industries today, and Goodwill or Savers has creepy babies, and that's where the baby for the base came from. But they have very limited babies, and they're usually small. Would be a soft limit for you. Probably no internal organs. I'm thinking just vignettes, telling little stories through collage, and that's kind of what Brooke did. But again, I'm not looking to recreate anything she made in her creepy baby series. We would just start collecting up images and, something we could all kind of work on together. Metal Gear Survive. So we want the word survive, I think. So I haven't been on live this week, not because I'm depressed, but because I've been working my butt off. I was up for 3 days straight, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then I slept for about 7 hours, and I got up and I was up for another day and a half. I've had about, I think, 3 hours of sleep today. All the packs and stuff that I owed are put together, and all the boxes are out. But that leaves just the piles. Oh, see, we never get a bag of babies at Goodwill. The Goodwill actually very rarely has creepy babies. I've had good luck. 4 of the 5 came from the Deseret Industries, from the outside area, and then also Elsa's friend Sandy found a couple too. So that was pretty awesome. She got right on board. She's a little bit, she's more normal than I am. So it's not up her alley, but she likes to, help find things. So it was very sweet. Those mushrooms look like they have a life of their own. So I think we'll take those. They're like octopus mushrooms. Like that. That's a whole like Alice in Wonderland theme we could riff on. So, but I think I want to do a total of 7. So I want an odd number because that's a thing. And I have 5, but I'm thinking based on if I'm going to do the book this size, whether it's hardcover or softcover, I pretty much want to fill it, and then I want to add in some grunge, Yeah, and we're in Summerlin, but we've been all over the valley, even out in Henderson. I couldn't find any bag of babies. We often find bags of naked Barbies, but their heads are too hard to use for this. I'm thinking if I could find a Bratz doll or 2, I could even go up to 9. Like if I found 2 Bratz dolls and 2 smaller baby dolls, I could totally do a 9. Because they would be, I love the variety of size. But I haven't seen a single Bratz doll every time we've been in I imagine they get snapped up pretty quick. on the dead baby wall. Okay, that's weird, but okay. Okay, so nothing there I can't live without. We have a second one to go through. Hey, Janie. Oh, and I have some Janie goodies to show off in a little bit here. Gamer's Guide to Self-Gifting. Because nobody understands gamers like gamers. I think I might like that. Keep that. If it didn't have the numbers right there, I think I would keep that. So what have you guys been up to this week? I've just been working my butt off. But you know what? It felt really good. I just yanked that head right off. And the arms and the legs. Leslie, 4-letter word. Ew. Yes, I got a lovely Janie package day before yesterday in the mail. I think it was day before yesterday. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. I want that. Definitely. We got a little orc head going on. Hey, you guys remember that Nosferatu head I lost? I finally found it. I was cleaning up something in my room and I found it. We'll keep the words. That might come in handy, right? Not sure, but it might. It could. It could happen. You snuck into Elsa's live today? I slept right through her live. I heard that the macabre journal is coming along quite well, though. I heard it's a thing. Do I need anything else out of here? Hopefully some of these will be bigger. That guy screaming is good. People screaming about war is good. You had an interesting evening? Anything you'd care to share? Ooh. Nice. Oh, guess what I had today? I had a iced chai latte today. Elle stopped at Starbucks because her friend is a confirmed coffee addict. She has been nice enough not to make coffee in the house because Elle's does not like it. Which is kind of the place that I'm at. We're talking about building a thing to fit over the slop sink in the garage so that we can have coffee hour in the morning. Oh, that's fun. But Five Guys burgers. Nice. It's not my favorite burger place, but they do a good greasy burger. And I like their french fries. They're really salty. That could be for the war thing. And I'm taking the little Lego ones. I am just taking with the whole Lego. I love the Lego Batman. He kills me. Slays me. Mega Man 11. Good Lord. When somebody loves a game, though, they'll make 90 bajillion of them. Okay, we're going to keep both of those. I might not use them together, but we want to keep that. And that's good, too. Oh, you went to bed at 3 a.m. I feel you. I went to bed at... I put the last box outside. Well, it was really a bag. At 9:15. And then I crawled into bed. And then I had to pee, 3 times. Because that's my life. And then I went to sleep for... Then Elska, I told her if I'm not up by 12, after your live, because we wanted to go out creepy babying today. Well, she was not going out for creepy baby stuff. That was me. She went out for. She had some pretty good luck today. I'm sure you'll see her stuff in a sale coming soon. Hey, Els. Gamer magazines. I'm looking for stuff for collage I need to make. You know I love me some Woody and Buzz. And blood. Oh, now I can hear myself in the other room. Nobody was talking about you, she said, Woody. That's what I like about us. You had urban work for dinner? Ooh, that sounds nice. I had leftovers from last night. A little bit of skirt steak and the leftover mashed potatoes. I did. Because Mike cooked for us last night. He was very nice. But I made the potatoes. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, let's put that over there in the big pile. I want that. I think I want that too. But what's on the other side? Oh, that's kind of creepy. Let's keep that one. So I have a couple of goodies to show that I picked up today beyond the creepy baby stuff. And then I want to show my Janie Happy Mail. And I did get, if you guys remember, when we were looking at that Supernatural Places book that Carla ordered, a second one. It came and I've already dismantled it. So probably part of Eulog's snow peas. I love peas of all kinds. The vegetables peas. Don't be gross. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, we don't need anything there. I think I've cut her out of several magazines. They seem to use her picture a lot. Dirt Rally 2.0. Oh, there's a good creepy picture. Yes. This is just such a good word. We will never make you eat snow peas. You know what that means, Carla? More for me. We'd have to argue over the cherry sours, though, because those are good. Do you like edamame? I love edamame. I had corn dogs today. We were out shopping and we got a little hangry. Some of us did anyway. I love that, but it's got all these words. Like, I'm gonna save this part of it and see if we can't use that for something, because we figured out a way. It's kind of cool, you know. Make a nice part of a background. Ooh, that's good for war. I feel like I need to make a big collage, but I don't necessarily. It's not necessarily something I'm going to put on display until I have some of the other collages done, and or possibly until I don't live in a single room. Should such a thing ever occur. These are good ones, though. Lex had snow peas and edamame. Who's Lex? Oh, Alex. Well, I'm jealous. That sounds awesome. You don't do soybeans at all? Do they disagree with you, or you just don't like them? I'm just curious. I'm not judging you. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different things. Doesn't make me love you any less. We're friends. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. And shocker, briefly in between packages, I did do a little bit of fiction writing the other night. Tetris Effect. Spyro. Or Spiro. Somebody I knew used to play Diablo. I can't remember who. It might have been my ex. I got really into it for a little while. I think I want that picture. Okay. And we'll keep that. Ta-da. And that's more that can go out to the recycle. Yes, Oh. I will admit that I have gas on occasion. I do warn Alice, we need to leave this aisle now. And she's like, what? We have to leave now. But I'm not. Leave now. We'll come back. We'll circle back. Okay, so. Hey, Christine. What was I going to show you? Oh, let me go grab Janie's goodies because they're in the other room. Because that's where I left them. Because that's how I am. I'll be right back. Oof. Oh, I feel old. Oof. Okay. Ow. There's just a lot of stuff in my room in case you're wondering. I need to clean up a little bit. I really was focused all week on getting those boxes packed up and all the... So just so you know, I didn't just keep the heads in case we need them. I kept the baby limbs too. A couple of the babies were stuffed. Not all plastic. But these cloth pieces will come off here. So in case we need chubby little baby arms and legs, we're covered. We got plenty. Because you can never have too many baby parts. So, this is my Janie pile of goodies. I got an Amazon holiday catalog, and it's got some really fun stuff to cut out and use throughout. I've taken a couple passes through it real quick. I haven't not had time to sit down and just go through it for fun, but there's some super fun stuff in here. I got a paper craft magazine, which I'll have to look through before I do anything else with it. It's a nice size too. Look at how tall that is. This could totally be a magazine journal if I weren't going to do terrible, terrible things to it. Els, do you remember where I stuck that book? I have a book. This makes me think of that. Come. Ah! I think this might be it. Another book tried to attack me. So, oh, there's the houses she was talking about. It is in this book. But there is a paper mache project in here that I thought we might try. By we, I mostly mean me. Hold on. We're going down the rabbit hole, people. I think it's in this magazine. Color and texture. Beer cap beads. Oh, that could be fun. I don't drink beer, but I'm sure we must know people that drink beer. Okay, so that's angels. No, that's not what I wanted. That might be the thing, though, but I had a different... Hold on. Wax on plexi. It might have been... Hold on. There's little houses. Okay, so I'll have to read about that. I want to make some of those for fall and Halloween and Christmas. I thought that would be fun. I could look at what kind of sizes we're looking at. Okay, so it is the angels must be the idea I had. But not angels. You know me better than that. It was before wax on plexi. I want to do this, but I want to make them into little witches. Yeah, they really are. The Amazon catalogs are amazing. So, I liked this idea. And I think they were making them more as a Christmas decoration. I think there's another page in here. 57.58. Oh, here we go. But I thought, hey, why not witches? I mean, if you guys want to, we can talk about probably on Sunday, because tomorrow I haven't finished a complete thought since I got on here, have I? Oh, look, I found my crossword puzzle. Just for a background. So tomorrow night, where am I going with this? Tomorrow during the day, I'm going to try and make the book cloth for the couple of books that need it. I did, so as a progress update, I have assembled your covers. So these are, I made you nice fresh ones so they haven't been scooting around the house for a year, getting, I made you nice, fresh, gessoed, good thick covers with a good thick spine. And they're cured. They've been allowed to dry for 3 days to make sure they're all the way dry inside before the book cloth doesn't, that doesn't need any curing time. But once it's glued on here, it needs like a day and a half cure time. And then we put the inside in, and that's a day and a half. So there's about 4 days worth of work left, sewing the signatures in and stuff. Not long days, but it's going to take 4 days with drying time and everything. In case, like in the instance of mine, you saw when I showed the baby heads, like my file folders need to be trimmed just a smidge. So in the event there's any trimming necessary from bottom to top, that could take, a little bit of time between the 4 journals. But I'm thinking these should be done by the end of next week. And that is that a good time? Do you guys, is that going to work for you and what you want to do craft wise and for billing and stuff? If they're kind of done by the end of next week, they would have been done by the end of this week, but I had to get that Patreon stuff all together and ready. But let's see. We need cardstock, a plastic water bottle, masking tape, newspaper, aluminum foil, flour, water, paper clay. Well, I don't have any paper clay. We'll have to get some paper clay. Paintbrushes, paint, gel medium, text printed out on cardstock. Okay. Or you could use jelly prints or really anything you wanted to here. But we're going to go for a witchy look. So, okay, so the shape is made by taping cardstock to a water bottle. These are not step-by-step directions. Okay, but I think I get the general idea. You could probably also use a foam ball for the head. Taping around there. Okay. Yeah, but I think we could make a couple of really cute witches. And depending on the size water bottle you're using, we could have several sizes, right? Okay, so that works for you? Witches are angels who lost their wings. Oh, good. I'm so glad you guys are game to go along. Sometimes I think of these ideas and I'm like, what if nobody likes this idea? I do want to also look at this wax on plexi. Collage type works. Encaustic wax on plexiglass. I've never done any encaustic, but the end results in the pictures look like fun. So, but yeah, and I think I'm pretty sure Els is doing this house thing, but she's got her own video coming out. But so we'll look at that on Sunday. We'll look at the house thing and a little deeper into. And then on Sunday, let's see, we read. So tomorrow we're going to look at the Halloween glue books because I have the 2 supernatural books gutted and they are signature pages. But we're not looking to put them in the book. I want to give you guys like 5 or 6 pages total between the 2 books. And so if you guys are in tomorrow's live, great. If you can't make it, you could rewatch the video on double speed. That way you don't have to sit through however long it is for that section, just to make sure you like whatever pages we've picked for you. Can I just get a reminder on who's your degree of creepy? I know some of you didn't want any creepy, and I either did not write it down or I lost a piece of paper. But I'm putting these into my brain now. I'm taping them into the brain. So, Carla, I know you're all out for whatever creepy. You're all the way creepy. Leslie, you're good with all the creepy? Okay. And I think, Janice, you prefer less creepy, more fall, right? Leslie, Janice, and Rebecca. And I know Rebecca was here at the beginning, but I think I'm thinking she might have fallen asleep. Minimal or creepy cute? Okay. So kitschy cute. And fall is good. Okay. That just helps me. If I don't have it written down, like I know it somewhere in the back of my head, but then I'm like, oh. Janice, creepy and whatever is good with you. Rebecca is okay. I just did that backwards. So this is Rebecca. And Janice is okay. Okay. So, because some of it was like sacred places and some of it was creepy stuff and, some of it was somewhere in between. But I thought if we could include 5 or 6 of those pages in your starter pack, that would be very fun. I'm putting this up here, up and to the right at the bottom, in case I ask you later. Okay, so back to, let me put that back. That's higher up and to the right. Okay. And then she sent me this, which I'm going to tea dye. I've had this pad before, believe it or not. And it is made of awesome. It's such good backgrounds. And it's a paperweight paper, not cardstock. So you have a lot of flexibility. You can make it into envelopes. So it's really awesome. And it's most of the pad, which is a super generous gift. And then we got No Fort Myers, Leaders, Creators, and Entrepreneurs. And look at that. That's already some stuff for our summer glue. Look at that. Let's take a quick spin through there. And these are businesses and stuff, but you know, there's always stuff to be found. Look at her dress. Woo! With the hair. That's cool. Okay, so then we've got something about Missouri here. Official Missouri Traveler's Guide. Visitmo.com. Ooh, look. More summer fun stuff. Find your fun shine. I love it. So we'll do a quick spin through here. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh, so fun. I love anything travel related. You guys know that. And then there's, you know, the Missouri pin 100 Years of Alcatraz. Oh my. I didn't realize Alcatraz was in. Wait, I'm so weird. I'm confused. There's some good pictures in here though, you guys. Sweet. Look at that. A little cabin in the woods. Brewed with love. Okay. And then New Roads magazine. Ooh, look at that. That's a fun picture. Road trippable, right? The Olympics. Ooh, look at that birdie picture. These are awesome. So I had taken a spin through before, but now I'm like, I had a little more time. So that's my Janie Happy Mail. Oof. Put it over there where it's safe. Okay, so I showed you guys the first. We're not quite to the bottom on this. This batch is going a little slower because it's on the small racks. But down here is kind of the color that we were getting for the falling leaves. Am I not on screen? Man, hello. Live on my own live. There we go. So this is the falling leaves that's coming out right now out of the vats. And we did some sacks. A little bit of index cards. Some bigger window envelopes. We're not all the way down to the bottom of this batch though. So just an update, you know. I just pulled out the last of this. Is the This is the first batch of the eggplant. So these are the actual papers that we saw last week, part of the thingy. So that's the color we were looking at. And that's the, those are the topmost pages. So now we're getting further down in the batch. I didn't bring everything, but this is a lot of it. So right here, this is a little bit of cardstock. And then this is some of the 24-pound paper that down further at the bottom of the batch. So it's considerably different from previous eggplant. Here's the file folders, a file folder at least. This is all cardstock and file folders. So Patreons who automatically are getting stuff, this is what I think that's the darkest one. I have one more batch to do, but I think in this batch I got enough of everything. I hopefully will be able to make all the kits. Otherwise it'll go out next week because I do have to put in a second batch. I need paper for so this is the sandwich wrap, which I'm almost out of and I need some more of. Like I literally put the last of it in these two batches. And I'd like to, and then we did some wavy edge placemats as well. You can see how dark it gets in some places. There's a little bit of it's a little crunchy over here, but I think that's okay. We did some wavy edge placemats. There's another file folder. So it's different than the previous eggplant, but I think it's that kind of really dark purple. But the lighter ones, which we're about to hit, the stuff, we're coming up on stuff from the middle of the batch. So there's a little bit of newsprint, is more reminiscent of previous eggplant. Plus the sandwich wrap and the file folders tend to be some of the darkest things. We're going to get some 24-pound paper on the bottom of the next one. Because I had file folders on the bottom of this one. So this is some of our newsprint. Meg plant. Yes, Meg plant. You're right. Some dot matrix. I still have to do coffee filters, which I'll probably do tomorrow. And then we're at some more file folders. They're all over the place. And that's a mix of, that is a mix of 24-pound and cardstock. So just so you have kind of an idea of what's coming out and how it's turning out. This batch is going to be mostly big pieces. Although you did see we do have some envelopes. There's going to be some, don't you fall down. There's going to be some envelopes, a little bit index cards. What else is there going to be? The coffee filters. This is mostly big pieces, not too much in the small pieces. We're going to look at coming up for winter, maybe adding some doilies back in. I still have not found the mama and the baby tags at a decent price. My paper, my 24-pound paper this month, that I used to pay $35 for a case, cost me $56 this month. So that was a little bit of an owie. Yeah, this is one of the darkest eggplants. So I think we're getting a truer like eggplant, the vegetable eggplant, as opposed to what happened in the previous batch where it was still eggplant to me, but it was almost, I don't know, I want to say thinner, which it was an awesome paper, but I think this is going to turn out good. And you're going to have kind of a range, something that that approximates the previous eggplant and something that is new and exciting. So I hope you guys will be excited with this, those of you who are getting it automatically. If you are a Patreon, you should see a message come through tomorrow. You'll only have through the end of the weekend, unfortunately, if you want to request either any of the 3 upcoming packs. We haven't seen anything for Hot Cocoa and Graveyard Dirt yet because I can only do 2 batches at a time right now. So, yeah, I'm sure it'll work itself out, but it was a little bit of sticker shock for me. Luckily, I did have those 2 big sales, so I was able to go ahead and place the order because I'm down to like a ream and a half, so I don't have a choice. I have to order a paper this month. But it'll go down again as things right themselves. I don't know if it'll ever go back down to what it was, but I don't expect it to continue to climb indefinitely. But I went, and when I saw the price today, I went and I looked a bunch of different places. Any place that has it for less is charging shipping, which makes it more. So, you know, all things considered, it's not a bad price. I just feel a little whiny about the whole thing, you know, because I know what I used to pay and what it costs now. But I love to dye paper, so there's that. We're probably going to be looking at trying to get more and more things upcycled through thrift stores. That's where we get most of our envelopes. That's where we get a lot of our smaller pieces. Index cards we do buy fresh because there's only one brand that really keeps its lines. But we're going to look at getting more things through Scaventure as opposed to ordering it because of the cost of the it's just a matter of being proactive and picking up things even when we think we don't need them, looking at the season ahead of what we're currently doing. So just a little change, you know, change up in how we do things, but it should be fine. I'm feeling okay about it. I don't see a reason to panic and boost prices right now. I think it will equalize to somewhere in between what it used to be and what it is now. I think it will fall into the middle somewhere where a case of paper may cost about $40. Yes, I use deli paper all the time. I've used every kind of deli paper there is. The current kind in this batch is just a sandwich wrap. It's a grease-resistant sandwich wrap that we got at a local place here. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it was Smart and Final. So that's what I'm using right now. And I do have some 12 sheets, but they don't fit in my current die vats. So I'm looking at a different way to do those, but that'll probably be in the spring. But I use deli paper all the time, all kinds. This kind isn't terribly expensive. The last time we bought it, I think it was under $20 for like 1,000 sheets maybe. And then the wet wax is thicker and it's running not too much more expensive than it was before. It's maybe $5 or $6 more. So I don't know. Do you guys want to keep seeing something like this for a little while through fall and into winter? Or would you prefer to see maybe some of the wet wax or the dry wax back? Like, let me know what you guys would like to see. I can't always do it, but if I have in mind things that you would like to see in the kits, it lets me know what to look for scaventuring and if I see something on sale, because I do put things on like my honey for price drops, so I get notified when there's a price drop on something that I would like to buy. So how do you guys feel about adding in some doilies for the winter? Not big ones. I'm thinking like the 3.5 inch and maybe the 6 inch ones. the smaller ones, because the big ones can be unwieldy sometimes. And I like to save those for like intense colors. Like, are you missing tags? Do you not miss the tags? Oh, that's sweet of you, Janie. We will find a way to use anything that is sent in. Carla sends me stuff. Sometimes I feel like it's a challenge. Figure out a way to use this. She sent me some really great stuff that we've used in both kits and in my personal projects. It's been awesome. Yeah, we're really keeping an eye out on the thrift shops for file folders. Is always something I need, and I buy the Amazon Basics one. It says Staples on it, but the Staples one, if you actually buy like from Staples, it has their little thing inside there. The one I buy from Amazon has nothing on the inside, and that's why I buy that one. But anytime we see them out and about, I pick up a box because file folders are always a thing. Everybody loves to use them. I have a list of things I actually need that I was going to go look up tonight or tomorrow. And, oh, my brain. What do you do with your things, Amy? I hope I didn't throw it away. It was on a piece of kindergarten paper. It might just be mixed in with this. There it is. Okay, so I am looking for newsprint, which is the kindergarten paper. I just ordered tape. Oh, that broke my heart, let me tell you. $64 this time. Maybe go, I'm looking for the sandwich wrap, and I need cardstock again, you guys. So the file folders and the cardstock I am always looking for while we're out. And Els is looking for it. And she routinely pillages their recycle, I do believe. Oh, you guys are so sweet. But so that's, things, and that's how we're kind of handling it. I don't always go out with Els, but she's always looking out for, dot matrix paper or 24-pound paper that's wound up there. She's always looking for linen paper for herself. Yeah, why throw them in the dumpster if you can, pull them out? I'm always, I'm a upcycler wherever I can. I'm not too proud to get into a dumpster and pull some stuff out. But Carla has sent along some really fine things. Elisa sends us stuff every now and then. So you guys have helped so much. And then, you buy it. A lot of times, though, I do send out packs of stuff to people who have sent me something. I send them some stuff back of what they've sent me with some other stuff, too. Because I like to give back, too. You guys have been generous with me, and I absolutely love doing what I do. And I am exceptionally lucky to be able to do it. So I think that's going to be all for tonight. We did have a very nice haul of some creepy stuff. We got a little ways towards our some of our God collages that I'm working on, our DV collages, if you will. We found some creepy things. We talked about the haunted creepy baby dollhouse, possibly a haunted creepy baby book. Tomorrow night will be about the Halloween glue books and maybe a little creepy collage. Because, gosh, I keep saying I want to do it, and I keep not getting there. So Friday's Hanging in the Hollow is going to be a little bit about the Halloween journals, and Sundays is going to be a little bit about the serial killer journals. So, but we're going to do other things. We're not only just going to work on that one thing. So that's where we're at, and I want to keep, updating and looking at it so that we are all on the same page and we know where we're going. The Halloween glue book should be done by the end of next week, and we're coming up. Let me look at the calendar for the serial killer books. I think we've got almost enough stuff to start adding in pages and splattering and putting on some coffee cups onto the things. Yes, the haunted house thing in the magazine, and Els has a thing going on. So, in the next week is the 24th, 25th. That's the Thursday, Friday. So, we're probably looking at having the serial killer books done between the 19th and the 31st. And we had talked about billing between the 24th and the 5th. So, we're right in the right time frame. So, people who are expecting or are going to order, who are in the Patreon, who are going to order either any or all of the following: the graveyard cocoa mix, the well, I can do this. The eggplant, the eggplant reprisal, or the falling leaves. I probably have enough of the eggplant to finish up, but I've got to wait for the rest of the falling leaves batch to come out. So we're probably looking about the same time frame for those two colors as the Halloween glue books, and the cocoa we're probably looking at the same time frame as the serial killer books. I think that's how it's going to work out with how the paper's drying. It does dry fast because it's so hot right now, but we're also having some humidity, so that throws a little monkey wrench into things. So I think that's covered everything. Tomorrow between 5 and 5:30. Sunday, I think around 4, and I will be there on Sunday, I promise. Unless somebody runs me over with a truck or I drop dead, we will see each other Friday and Sunday. I will be off on Saturday to do things and get, trying to get some stuff loaded into the Etsy shop because I have green with sparkle. I have red with sparkle. I have some lavender. I have some teal. I have some gray. I have some jilted lovers. I have fuchsia. I have, I think, a tiny bit of blush pink, which may be going into the sale because I don't have very much of it. And my next sale is going to be, what are we looking at? Because, we got to order dye coming up from starting winter colors after this next little bit. I think in September starts the winter colors. So we're probably looking at a live sale the week of the 29th. So the sale will probably be on the 30th. Just so that you guys are aware. It won't be a big sale, or it'll kind of be an in between. I'm not looking to spend hours doing anything, so the sales will be about twice a month for a couple of hours. I think is what it's going to work out to, so that we're not bothering you too much, and I'm not killing myself trying to. Yes, lavender. Did you see the lavender packs, Janie? I still have like 4 or 5 of the lavender, the fairy wings with sparkle. You may have already ordered one though. I don't have my brain in here. My brain's in the other room. If you remind me tomorrow night, I'll pull one, and if you remind me, it'll be sitting on the bed. But if you don't remind me that I need to show it, you know how I am. Brain like a sieve. So I hope you guys have a wonderful end to your week. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. I think I'm stealing this file folder for myself. I think I'm in love with it. So eggplanty. So you're going to see some stuff coming up in the sale, and then some stuff going into the Etsy shop. I used to take pictures, and I'm sorting through it all in the other room right now. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You bring such joy into my life. I have a great time coming on here and being live here because I leave happy every time. So thank you so much for that. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to all of you. And that is bye, 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 bye. Good night, Christine and Janie and Carla and Janice and Rebecca, who's probably asleep. And all you lovely ladies, I appreciate you so much. That is the end for us. It's being slow. It's hampering my exit stage left. Okay, the end. Good night, Janice. Come on. Oh my gosh. There we go. The end.